Welcome back! This is a video that many people will not like to see because it's a topic that mostly nobody likes talking about. Every time I start, everyone around me is like, shut up. People already sent me messages, don't do it because I'm not gonna watch. Anyway, here I am recording because if I'm going to do this, I have to be honest about it and it's a part of who I am, so it wouldn't be fair if I don't record about this as well. But do not worry, I'm not going to judge you or anybody else for eating meat. I'm just going to explain reasons why I don't. I grew up eating meat, bread, cheese. Just like Joey Tribbiani, sandwiches were my favorite food, but with no vegetables inside. I wasn't eating veggies at all. I tried, I didn't like the taste, and I never wanted to force myself into it just because I didn't know about it. I didn't know how beneficial actually was for the body. Actually, I didn't know anything about food, what it's healthy, what it's not. I would eat whatever I wanted and as much as I wanted because I was always this skinny kid till I turned 25. It's actually when I started gaining some weight, and then I did my researches. Why is this happening to me? Then I learned that every bite we take works for or against our health and our body. And I love my life, I love my body, and I live in it and I cannot go out of it. So I decided I have to provide and make myself feel good. So I started doing researches, what is good for the body, what is not. And that's definitely a lot of researches about food. I discovered that I have to start eating vegetables. Man, I was not ready for that. I started with tomato. I tried, didn't like it again. Mixed it with some other food so it doesn't taste that bad. And I actually made through it. The next day I ate a little bit more, and step by step I was kind of forcing myself to like it, but I made it. I believe now I could stuff my head in the bowl of tomatoes and I would enjoy it. That's actually what I'm doing almost every day. As I was learning what is good and beneficial for us, I started learning about it, what is not good to eat, and finding out that's mostly meat. Pork, it's the worst, then beef and chicken, and the latest fish. Learning that meat causes many diseases actually made me happy. And it sounds weird, but I will explain why. Because now I had even bigger reason to stop eating it. It was my wish since I was a child. I was very aware of the fact that it was a being, it's an animal, and in order for me to eat, that animal has to die and has to be killed actually. And nobody wants to be killed, everyone wants to live. I know I do. So why would I take that right of any other animal just so I can eat and most likely get sick, get heart disease or something like that. So the fact that meat is actually not good for the body made me happy because I knew with those two combined reasons that I can actually make it, that I can actually make my really big wish come true, and that's me not eating meat and not killing animals. When I first tried not eating meat, I avoided it for a couple weeks, and then I got a little flu, and I was right away thinking that it's related to the fact that I stopped eating meat, and I ran to buy something to make myself feel better, and that was a mistake. It's wrong. Of course it did not happen to me because I was not eating meat, but I was just not aware of that. It was the first big change that I make, and I was thinking that it's related, but actually was not at all. And I learned that later when I finally stopped eating meat for a really long period of time. It's been now over a year since I'm not eating it, and I did my researches. I know what kind of vitamins are important, and for the most people they're not even needed, but if you can always, test yourself and then figure it out what vitamins are you missing. And the most famous one, B12, that comes in the meat, actually I'm buying from Walgreens, and then I just take it from time to time. It's not even necessary to take it every day, but it's good to have it. At first, I didn't notice any big changes. It takes 5, 6 to 8 months till you start noticing things. But what I did notice right away is the fact that I was sleeping better. It definitely feels good going to bed without dead animals' parts inside of you. And later my energy level increased, and you won't believe this, but at gym I'm giving better performance. I'm stronger. Protein that comes from the plants, it's very powerful, but if I start talking about this video would go forever. So I'm gonna talk about food and the protein that I'm taking in a different video. Here I just wanted to explain the reasons I'm not eating meat, and I hope you understood. And as I promised, I didn't judge. I just said my reasons, and I know that this video will not be nearly watched as the first one, but if you do watch it, please let me know what you think. Let me know about your experiences and tell me who you are. It just amazes me the fact that the first video is watched by 2,500 people. I don't know 2,000 people, so I'm curious who you are, where you're from, and write me your experiences, please. And thank you so much for watching me today again, and see you soon.